All right, folks, let's get you updated here on a serious situation we've got going on here. We've been talking about the Yellow Lake fire and keeping an eye on this thing here. Again, down now to 18% containment now, so that's not good news. Over 23,000 acres burned now, and we've got that smoke inversion. But the bigger story, the flames from that fire are kind of spreading erratically right now, so we've got an immediate evacuation order that's been issued here from Mirror Lake Highway north between the Yellow Pine Trailhead, marker 6, and the Highline Trail, marker 35. So if you're in this area, it's kind of outlined here in yellow. You need to grab your belongings and get out now. Summit County Emergency Management folks are telling folks to leave this area immediately here as, of course, those flames are spreading erratically. So keep that in mind. All right. Otherwise, tonight, some of you may have noticed, we talked about this earlier today, the Aurora Borealis, or the Northern Lights. Here's a nice shot of that from Anna Twitchell here from Tooele. You can see we had some clouds, as we also told you about, and that's kind of been blocking the view a little bit for some folks here, but we've been watching that for you closely here. Some of folks have been able to see some of this. They've been able to see some sightings as far south as the Gulf Coast again tonight. So we told you that G4 severe storm, magnetic storm that would take place usually gives us a chance to see them. Sadly, tonight for us, we've had a few more extra clouds rolling through the area. Temperatures out there still fairly mild with the clouds at 69 in Salt Lake City, 66 in Delta, 68 degrees in Hanksville, 66 in Emory. You know, we actually tied the record high again in Salt Lake City. We also broke some records in some other areas as well due to this heat. And yeah, you can see why. This heat dome continues to sit across the area, giving us that southwesterly flow, bringing in those above average temperatures out there. Now, temperatures were really high up across the upper Midwest ahead of this front. As we go throughout tomorrow, though, that front is not going to bring us any cooler air. In fact, we're going to be back in the heat. These temperatures are going to be some 10 to 20 degrees above average again in some spots, possibly threatening some record highs again. So we continue to keep an eye on this heat dome, but we're trying to find some relief for us and not seeing anything anytime soon. There is a weak upper low that's going to try to make its way across parts of the Beehive State Sunday into Monday. Could give us some clouds, a little moisture, and slightly cooler temperatures. But a much stronger system is poised to move in here as we get towards the middle and latter half of next week, bringing us a true sign of fall with some cooling temperatures as we finally push that heat dome to the east and potentially some wetter conditions around here, which we sure could use some of that moisture to help with these fires. So in St. George, mid-90s, giving way to upper 80s to low 90s, and then maybe by 80 by next Thursday with a chance of a few showers. If you're heading down for the Black Desert Resort for the golfing, then look at that. A mixture of clouds and sunshine. Temperatures starting off cool, but back in the mid-90s in the afternoon. The Wasatch Front, we've got mid-80s the next few days. Slight chance of a shower Sunday into Monday, but maybe some much cooler weather by the end of next week. Hey, stay with us, folks. Don't go anywhere. We've got your sports. That's coming up right after the break.